Just a baby. Very sad. Gregory. At a locker.
He went to school at 1 year old.
Right? Respect. This was Dawn. And this was Gus. Wow. But of course Dawn, yeah, she just moved out.
There's another.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
A poem for Gus.
Poem for Gus.
Who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, "We don't need a stepmom," were the words that
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Sorry.
Oh, protected.
Get him. Destroy the marquee.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger. The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
They all headed to the marquee.
The rain came down in buckets,
so is this how the
no one seemed
chairs
afraid
got in the tree?
that nature might destroy the tent
know,
Dad
maybe.
had crudely made.
Oh, you're gonna go to the marquee and all that.
Let's try again. Dive bomb!
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. And so all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder." I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea and foam. But I didn't, until we found you.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Oh, cool.
Oh, sweet. Emergency evacuation plan and everything. Wow.
It's because he was in the army, I guess. It's fascinating with
very
military.
weird regiment. Yeah.
Fascinating with military.
Even raising flags.
Mm.
Don't sweep trash, Gus mop my yard, Greg be a baby.
Baby.
Love it.
My mom moved up to the loft
You do
after
you,
her
Greg.
brothers died.
You do you, Greg.
At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Gotta keep going.
Ooh, hello.
This is Dawn's room. Her mum.
Overlooking her dead brother's bed.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
And there you go, Sanjay.
Yeah, Sanjay is the dead. He is the dead. Fly to India. Copy passport for volunteer center. Meet with a relief rep. After school teaching. Pack.
That's 1987.
Yeah.
Great thing to do.
Wow. She did quite a lot. Very cool. Very cool. Oh. Yay, embarrassing school picture. Oh my god, don't forget. Visa application. Yeah, well, not really much
My
going
mom
on
moved to
here.
India
Let's
a
keep
week after
going.
graduation and got a job
Wow.
teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
Convenient.
Okay. That's your first brother.
Yep. Yay.
When my
just
dad
kidding,
died,
there's no way
I
could
don't
do it.
think Mom knew where else to
There
go.
you go into the dangerous bits.
I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Oh, he died.
And to see kids in the house again.
Mine is still on. Out on the garden. Mom, such rubbish. Look at this. Look at that disheveled nonsense.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were
A
good.
little school.
Almost normal.
Yeah. Family history, fact or fiction. Oh. Great job. Awesome. Oh my god. Just being like children. Well, I guess you had Lewis, so yeah, maybe.
Yeah, no, she had the 3 children.
But it didn't
Years
last.
later.
Oh yeah, but I think this is still during Lewis's time. So.
Yeah, there's these 3. So,
Yes. What I'm saying is, I think only Lewis was born at the time. But
what
yes.
was building it? Yeah, but they've all. If you go back a bit, I swear it says Edith on the side. Like, look, yeah, they all came in here.
Oh, and they're just studying with their mom?
Yep.
Oh my god. Oh, 4 kids.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
That was Milton's. Whoa, that's
Why
cool.
did she give it to Milton?
I don't know. Very white. Although they're all sealed, they're very easy to get into.
Is it?
So they weren't very sealed. I mean, look at this. The window was fucking open. Yellow. So we knew Milton was the artistic one,
Yes.
not the autistic one.
No.
Ah.
Oh, he may have been.
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
It was very good. I'm just wondering, like, what happened to him? Because they just said he went
But
missing.
yeah, but Edie's favouriting him because he's an artist.
Yeah.
So we have to be a little wary.
Oh, he wore a crown. Wore the crown from Burger King, look. That's so good. Let's find out.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Come on. Ready? What? That's ridiculous. That's the painting is downstairs.
Yep.
No ways.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
That's all you have to say? That's all you have to say. I was 4 when he disappeared.
Well, when you're 4, you don't know much.
Yeah, but she knows so much about people she never even met.
Because she's
No,
read
I
it
mean-
all, heard stories still.
Yeah.
Milton was young. So.
I'll go back down with that painting.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
They're so similar. Weird.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Shh, people. That's probably all it is. Oh no, I really don't know what else they could be hiding.
I don't know at this point. Other than they all do weird things that kill them.
Yeah. But... oh, sweet, getting into the weird shit. Looks like how some of the bridge is white, some of it's not.
Mom definitely
raising more
blamed
questions than
Edie,
answers
but
so far.
I think Lewis blamed himself.
Why, Lewis? Why? What happened?
Well, he wasn't looking after him like a big brother should.
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room.
That's what he'd think.
Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
And then he started bringing back Sam. Lovely Sam. That one he's got a boat attached to his room. Whoa. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, let me go up here. Yeah. Oh, wow. You guys had such cool
Interesting.
things.
It's a bit
Can you,
too
can you
hot.
imagine just like, wow, sitting out here?
I can't imagine it being a bit wet and you've got to climb there to get into it.
I suppose, yeah, it is still technically part of a boat. Well, no, he had a door at the time.
You've got to go up all of that to get to your room.
Yeah. That's why he designed a zip line all the way from outside up top. Yeah, think about these things.
Yeah, just to get down there.
Oh my goodness,
Lewis's
we've got some
room
hookah
smelled
going on
very,
in here.
very
San Juan
familiar.
Hail.
That part of him lived on.
Marijuana. Trippy paintings. Yes, this looks about right. Typical teenager. Locker contents. Yes, pull it out. Oh.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the
Whoa.
monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same
Oh,
behavior.
yeah, I mean, this isn't like it's requiring much
His
thought
mind
process.
began to
Separate. Let me get to it.
wander.
Oh.
I asked him to describe it.
I was nice to do both. That's
He
great.
said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names.
Oh, yeah, it's very difficult.
He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
Sounds like you wanted to play some D&D.
You wanna go back?
Ah, that's it.
But he found something more.
My god, the game's changed.
I worried about him then,
This is so cool. Whoa.
daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis.
Of course it was with this guy.
So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery,
I love the aesthetic of this really.
but his chopping was as reliable as ever.
Yes,
Then one day it struck him. That all the cheering crowds,
Pressed.
even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination,
Unreal.
so he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won.
I would have hoped so.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Oh, god damn it.
This is gonna be.
Ugh, it's just more complex.
He'd conquer a
That's
city,
really
then
cool.
immediately
This
push
is
on.
a really interesting way to show daydreaming.
New Louisville. St. Louis.
There you go, see.
He started drifting away from our reality.
No, don't.
Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
Yeah.
Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
That's what you get for getting a child a job at a cannery.
In Louisburg,
And then
he
expecting
heard
to do
rumors
something
of
with his life.
Which one?
I mean, I guess you're gonna go with the
handsome
then.
queen,
I don't know.
thought it was rumors.
The Queen was on her own quest for
Radiant.
Radiant rainbows. We have to.
radiant
We have
rainbows.
to. I mean, serpents. Everybody goes for serpents.
This is about his mind.
Wandering, yeah.
Well,
Oh, sorry.
He followed the sound of her
Electric sitar.
electric sitar. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Come on. Oh, it's just never gonna be enough.
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
Come on, Lewis, I got you, buddy. It's alright.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
Wait, my queen.
My
Don't run
imagination
away.
is as real as my body,
I
he
have
told me.
biscuits and chocolate.
It was hard to argue with him.
Whoa.
And now he's escaping.
Oh. Hey.
Yes,
Oh.
Lewis.
Bye bye. Hi, Queen. That's definitely his locker. Alright, like a gaming pad thing.
He began to
Chinese.
forget the world we know.
Yep. Uh-huh.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
That's him.
I still thought I could save him.
Bring me.
Even after he said he was
Take
being
me to
crowned
freedom.
king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed
So
with
this
his
was a tough
companions.
scanner. Look at all the they don't have faces. That's a bit. Also, the conveyor belt. Very clever. Thank you, subjects. Thank you.
Including the wise Calico that insisted on advising.
It's a big cat. Thanks, Molly. It was because of you I did drugs. This is my style.
His queen waited, holding his crown.
She's ready. Oh,
there was only one thing left to do.
Crown the king.
Bend down his head.
Oh, this went dark again.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Jesus, this game. Got us some dark, dark places.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.